Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. All right, so this is going to be just kind of one of those catch-up days. I got a few things I just want to kind of let you know about what's going on in my life. First off, my father is back in the hospital again. Apparently, a few days ago, he stumbled a couple times while moving around the house, twice that my mom was aware of, and I guess once that she found out afterwards. During the two times that she was aware of it, she asked him both times, "Hey, are you all right?" And he said, "Yeah." Well, the second time, he seemed like he was slurring his speech a little bit, and my mom got really concerned, and so she called 911, and 911, the paramedics came over. They decided to take him to the hospital, and I guess they determined that for some reason his electrolytes are really low, and they think that may be the reason why he was slurring his speech. But he was, he's kind of on the mend right now and doing a little bit better. But one of the things we were really concerned about is apparently in the last 2 months or so he has lost a lot of weight, and he's probably lost somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 pounds, which isn't a good thing. As you know, he had some prostate cancer that he had treated a few months ago, and when the paramedics were in dealing with him a couple days ago, they were trying to ask questions just to ascertain, how much he was aware of things, and he didn't initially seem to know even what year it was, and he didn't remember that he'd had prostate cancer in the past. And when he got to the hospital, he didn't remember going in an ambulance to get to the hospital or any of those things. Now, they've all determined that that might be because of the electrolytes. Specifically, they were concerned about his sodium levels. So they've been monitoring that. But unfortunately, my father and my mother have neither of them been really happy with the way he's been treated so far at the hospital. For one thing, he has a family doctor who's been kind of monitoring his status for the past few years and has been involved in his prostate cancer treatment and just kind of keeping him going for the past few years. And for some reason, this particular hospital just wouldn't listen to his own personal doctor. The personal doctor sent over his health records, and we didn't even get the impression that they were paying attention to what was in the records. And when my mom would talk to him, they'd just kind of give her platitudes like, "Oh, we'll take care of him. He'll be fine." But, my father wasn't really happy with it. He wasn't happy with the way the doctors were taking care of him. They didn't seem to really be concerned about fixing the problem. In fact, in the last day or so, they're trying to discharge him. And, my father just isn't ready to do that. He knows that he's not ready to go home yet. So he's been talking to some of the nurses over there, and fortunately, the nurses have been able to help. My dad specifically said, "This one doctor, I don't want to see him anymore." And so they've arranged that another doctor is going to come in and visit him, and the nurses really like this other doctor and think that he'll do a lot better. They say he's more of a patient-friendly doctor. He's willing to talk and willing to listen and really deal with things. So we're hoping that that's going to be better. My father is on the mend. He's still a little bit disoriented and still slurs his speech a little bit, but that's, like I said, may all be related to his electrolytes, specifically his sodium. So I wanted to share that with you. He is doing, we think, better. He feels better, and I think he's on the mend, but we're trying to resist getting him discharged yet. He needs a little bit more time. Next thing I want to talk about, you may recall a couple days ago, I put up a tarp over my window in my bedroom to kind of black things out for me at night, especially during the day, but even a little bit at night, because just outside the door here, or outside the window here, which is facing the same direction as my bedroom window, there's a little quad area out in front, and they've got these bright mercury vapor spotlights or floodlights out there to kind of light up the area for security purposes. Well, unfortunately, that means it never really gets that dark in my bedroom at night. And then in the morning, since my bedroom is an east-facing room, I'll end up with the sunlight blasting through it, early in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. I didn't realize at the time it was kind of affecting me the way it is. But I was taking a lot of naps during the day because I just wasn't getting enough sleep at night. And I didn't realize it was just because it wasn't dark enough in my bedroom. And that tarp has made a world of difference in there. It even surprised me when I turned that light off in the video a couple days ago and how dark it was in that room. But it is so much better, and I'm sleeping so much better at night because of that. And I'm not having to take naps anymore, and I'm feeling better. And so that was actually way more beneficial to me than I thought it would be. So I'm really glad I did that. That was a good choice for me. I'm sleeping a lot better, and I just feel better as a result. So I wanted to share that with you also. Also, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. You'll recall that a couple days ago I started a new thing on the vlog that we were going to experiment with, where I was going to pick a recipe out of a recipe book and cook it for the first time and then review it and tell you what I thought about it. And if I liked it, I'd include a link to the recipe on the video description. Well, one of the comments I got on that video suggested that I should accept recipes from you guys, and the actual suggestion was that you guys submit recipes, and I'd put a list of them up, and you guys would vote on them. Now, I don't know if I want to do it exactly that way, because I choose recipes based on things that I want to eat. And, if you guys were to choose something I'm not really into, I'm not going to be as enthusiastic about it. But it did lead me kind of to think in another direction. And what I think I would like to do, and I'd like to hear you guys' opinion on this, is I would like you, if you're interested, to send me recipes that you like. And I'm going to give, and at some point, if we decide to do this, I will provide an email address, which I have already created, and you can email your recipes to me. And what I'll do is periodically I'll pick one of them out that I think looks good, and I'll make it, and we'll review it on the vlog, and I'll give you credit for it and all that. And I think that might be fun. So in the comments section, let me know what you think about that. Do you think that'd be fun? And would you participate in that? Basically, what I'd like to do, like I said, is, if you have a recipe that you really like, put it into writing, email it to me at the email address, which I'll provide to you at some point if we do this. And then periodically I'll pick one out at random and we'll make it. So let me know what you think about that. I would like to thank my newest Patreon, Linda Foster. Thank you so much for contributing to my site. And I think that is all I have for you today. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Skipping the Mouse. Good night.